Morning, my name is Gabe Zollner. I'd like to ask a question if I could, and that is, what did Lee Harvey Oswald, who killed John F. Kennedy, and what did Saran, who killed Bobby Kennedy? And how about Major Nadal Hassan, who shot many of his own fellow soldiers and killed many and wounded many? How about Jerry Lautner? Jerry is the Tucson shooter that shot Gabriel Gifford in the head and killed, I think, 5 or 7 other innocent people, including a young little girl and a federal judge. How about James Holmes? Well, James, he was the Colorado movie theater shooter that killed, I think, 50 some odd people, innocent people that he had no idea who they even were. And how about Adam Lanza, the most recent horrific murderer who killed 20 innocent little children, I think 6 staff at the school, as well as his mother. What did they all have in common? Well, to start with, none of them had any regard for any human life, or they couldn't have done what they did. And other than Adam Lanza, who ended up killing himself, every other one of them, including Oswald, appeared to be dazed, appeared to be not connected, appeared to be out of touch when they were arrested. Now, not being a mental health professional, I have no way of knowing if someone's mind can snap and especially completely disintegrate after they've committed such a horrific and terrible series of murders. But there are mental health professionals, I'm sure, that can form an opinion on that. What amazes me is that any of these even occurred. Now, why would these people all appear to be drugged? Why would they all appear to be dazed? Why would they all appear to be not in touch with reality? The only one that we can't really tell anything about, other than through an autopsy and chemical analysis, would be Adam Lanza. The rest, we can pretty much tell that, again, they were not in touch with reality. Is it possible that they were drugged? Is it possible that they were administered some kind of psychedelic cocktail that brought this kind of animalistic behavior out in them? A normal person could not ever even contemplate committing what they did, let alone commit what they did. I don't know. I mean, it just doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense to me. Does it to you? I don't know. What I do know is that our country is under attack. Not only is our Second Amendment under attack, our First Amendment is under attack, the entire Constitution is under attack. And it's under attack by our administration. Now, this most recent unfortunate event that took place in Connecticut, that's going to, and it already has, beat the drums of taking away weapons from American law-abiding citizens. Now, what history has proven over and over and over again is that whenever that occurs, whenever a civilization is made to give up its weapons, whether they're clubs, whether they're bow and arrows, whether they're spears, whether they're guns, that nation becomes enslaved and suppressed by those that have taken away their weapons. History has shown that over and over and over again. It happened in Rome, it happened in Germany, and I fear that it's going to happen here. I mean, I truly do. What have we learned about this administration? Well, for whatever reason, Obama has an inordinate fascination with Islam, and more specifically, the Muslim Brotherhood. He is bent over backwards to turn Egypt over to the Brotherhood. He's bent over backwards and got personally involved by turning Libya over to the Brotherhood. And now he's come out of the closet and he has admitted that he supports the rebellion and the people that are trying to overthrow Bashar Assad, the president of Syria. When that happens, who do you think is going to take over Syria? And each one of these countries was assisted by who? By Obama. We also know his position on Israel. Israel must be terrified. They're a little country surrounded by their enemies. And they weren't all their enemies. Egypt was friends with them for, 35 years. This world is on a path of destruction and possible annihilation. And it's all being orchestrated from within our own government. You know, I think the Founding Fathers did the best that they could, but I don't know if there was any provision within the Constitution to protect the American people if a president is a psychopath. I don't believe that there is any provision to remove someone that is clearly a psychopath. And the only other option that the American people have is if it can be proven that he's ineligible to be in the office of the presidency. I'm hopeful that that will come about, and I hope that'll come about before he gets reinstated for another nightmare of 4 years. The other thing, too, is, if you recall, Michelle Obama has come out and said another 4 years isn't enough. It isn't enough time. It'll never be enough time. Not until Islam prevails.